mid-20s, and I believe he's like 30. And so I'm assuming you're ready to settle down. A good, seems like a pretty good combination here. So they get married. They buy a house together, nice home, and I think they may have purchased maybe a late model vehicle, but they weren't like driving, cars where you're paying $700 a month for, a certain vehicle plus insurance. So, they seem to have things under control. Very good. And even that is affordable with their salary. So it seems to be going just great. So it's like, well, you're planning things. You want to do this, you want to do that, and that sounds great and all fantastico. And then we had to fast forward. He seemed like pretty grounded, not the flashy type. And I don't know if maybe the word getting out that, hey, he's married, he's got a wife, and the women start coming. Next thing you know, he started to kind of act out. Started to act out. Started drinking. Started fooling around. And of course, this can happen in any group that you're doing skipping. I'm talking about this group because we know the setup alone is truly a positive because it's not our norm. Our norm is baby mama, baby daddy, drama, dysfunction, murder, and mayhem. Sorry to say, that is our new norm. And I really can't say new norm. It is a norm. It's just that now with the internet, the World Wide Web, we're seeing it more. You understand what I'm saying? So I think it's been there all along. It's just at an all-time high. It's part of the culture. It's out of control. So of course, this here was very positive. Again, I was happy to hear about it. Yay, this is great. So he started fooling around, started drinking. Hmm. He done stopped coming home. Stop coming home already. Gotcha. Okay. So you staying gone for a couple of days. Where they do that at? So yeah, it's time to make some changes. I don't know who he's been dealing with. Or maybe he wants something a little different. And you can't tell him nothing. There's no guidance. You don't have anybody to tell you should have been running around before you got married. And I hate to say it, I know some women, any women today, and this is nothing new, it's always been of all races. They'll see a man that's married, they don't care, and they want to come up. Nothing's worked out for them. I want to make life easier for me. They don't care if it's a married man or not. Hey, whatever I can get. And they all do it. Becky and them do that real well. All women will do it. So next thing you know, besides the drinking, fooling around, how the heck are you missing from days from your home? That's strange. So at that point, yeah, it's time to start rethinking some things. I just told you they bought a house. Very nice home. Comes home, when he does, drama. Then the same old thing. Fast forward. She gets a phone call. So it's like, oh, he's doing this. Oh, okay, this is the new you. Some of you men are so dumb. Oh, some of you are so dumb. This kind is. The job calls, wanting to know when's he coming into work. What do you mean he's coming into work? So he's not only drinking, fooling around, staying gone from the home. Now this ninja is not going to work. She's calling him. He may pick up, he may not. Uh-oh, the first is here. The mortgage is due. The first is here. The mortgage is due. Who you think is paying it? Wife is. Wife is paying the mortgage. So y'all bought a house together, but so he stays gone, just doing what he wants to do. And now, but when the bills come, oh, I see. So you're paying. Fast forward, what happened? He ran across a woman that got him on some stuff, a controlled substance. Ran across a woman, side chick, that got him on hook on a controlled substance. Dumb, you dumb fool. He decided to be a T dot, that Dusty over there, and gonna go ahead and hang with a thought. Fast forward. Fired from the job. So if he's fired, she paid the mortgage last month. Who's gonna be paying it this month, especially with a drinking and now a controlled substance problem? He wowed out like never before. And when you have a controlled substance problem, it's time to run. Now, my thinking, I listen. I can already tell you at that point it's time for a divorce. In my it's time for the no, because he's become a whole new person. He's a liability. How do you know he might not owe somebody something? Then they come looking for you. He still has keys to the house. It's time for a divorce, TRO, change the locks, and it's time to do a sale. He can't afford the house by himself. And here's the sad thing. All this went down. All of this went down. Can't believe this. About maybe a year and 3 or 4 months. You gotta be kidding me. Should be newlyweds. A year and 3 and 4 months. And I listened to some of my listen to a few of the so-called educated lane, the black men and their stories, and different people that we know, and I listen, and there is something wrong here. You've been taught to disrespect this beautiful queen, women like this on the screen. But then I listen, I said, it's mighty funny. But these Negroes is picking up Becky backwoods under the floorboards, Billy's sister. And Becky's not working. These Negroes is even complaining and struggling, trying to pay for 2 and 3 cars. But Becky's not working. Not working. One was trying to hide the BMW out, y'all, and Becky still wasn't working. Took money that was from his supposed to be for his daughter. He bought Becky a pre-owned vehicle, maybe like 2 years old. Still a nice car. What's Becky doing all day? And then I'm seeing black women who have careers holding it down, picking up black men trying to play Barbara the Builder, not working out. Then they give it a one. It seems like, okay, this dude, he's got it on point. And it's just going wrong. It's just going wrong. I don't know why. I can maybe count a few on one hand where it's going okay. And it blows. It's like, how could this go this wrong so fast? And then I thought about it. I said, well, you've got 2 incomes here. He was living, they both had their own apartment. You've got 2 incomes here. So now we have a nice, beautiful home, expensive. Now you're looking at 200 and you're kind of feeling yourself. You don't have any guidance before you to show you how to be a darn man and to say, hey, man, this is how you F up your life. This is how you mess it up. This is how you screw up your life. So you get out there, somebody sees what you got going on, and you think, oh man, she wants me, she digging me. And I was like, how do we know that the woman that he's seeing, her brother or her ex-boyfriend might be some kind of D-man, kind of pharmaceutical man on the street, and they see a fool with some money, get him on it, boop, got a repeat customer. But see, it went out wrong when he lost his job and got fired. And it just blows my mind. You hear about, sure, we have some positive black love stories. I think they're far and in between. But this here to me, it it was bothersome because it was like, you're just like, okay, a nice young black couple, yay, because there's so much dysfunction, yay, happy to hear it. And when it came with the bad news, it was just crushing. It was like, dang, why I have to? And I'm a divester, but it was like, could at least go right one door in time. Just for once. And that's how you know this is what happens when you don't have a community. You don't believe in family structure. You always mess it up. That's all you know. Nobody in this family, the men could check him, say, hey, Potter, we need to sit you down. You don't have that family unit. My experience, and I can only speak just from my little experience. Stuff can go wrong in families, in marriages, little hats. They try to get a resolution going. You know what I'm saying? Some white people. And it's true, there are black folks that do the same thing. It's old school. We don't do that anymore. Nobody can sit the young down because I already know everything. So ratchet. Nobody can sit the young down and have a conversation. We don't want to listen. Don't want to listen. Very disappointed. Why couldn't it go right just for once? You know what I mean? I was cheering for him. Why couldn't it go right? Already. That's how you know something is wrong. Trying to build a business in the BC, it goes wrong. Trying to have healthy relationships, friendships, the jealousy, things could happen. One person is low performing, one person is underperforming, one person wants to strive, then we got some jealousy, riffraff. Personal relationships. Just when you think you've escaped the murder and mayhem, here comes some other drama. You think you escaped baby mama, baby daddy. We got a family unit working on here. Here comes some other drama. I thought about that. Why, when this was getting out of control, did she know anybody in his family? But then we already know the man is, well, I'm not this. She got to deal with it, and the older ones sometimes will be jealous of the money factor that what they don't have. Well, she can go ahead and go. This is what we do. So we don't have a unit. We can come together and sit down and talk and try to get a resolution and get things back on track. Don't have that. Something is terribly wrong within the group. Something is terribly wrong. To me, again, I just saw it as one time it was going to go right. The men don't value family. Other groups of men, they do stuff, fattening it up and all that. You think they don't? Are you crazy? Some of them try to keep it on the low. But no, not Tyrone. He wants you to know. He just put it all out there. Come on when I want. So last I heard she was filing for divorce. I sure as hell will if you can find him. File for divorce. You can't find him, say he disappeared or something. Give it something. Last I heard, filing for divorce. And that I would highly recommend. Why? Because this Negro has a substance abuse problem. He has abandoned the family. This is disrespected you. You don't know what kind of disease he's got. You know what I'm saying? Lost his income. And I thought about it. So what did he expect? Oh, maybe he thought because black women are known to be the hashtag, the official certified ride or die, she'll go to work every day. Hell, she can pay it. Maybe he was thinking that. That T dot is whack. He got to go. I thought about it. So what was, or maybe he just don't think. It's hard to plan with the T dot man. It's you can't. He may go off the rails any moment. But I'm seeing a pattern. Just doing a comparison. I'm seeing the so-called educated, good-paying job, and I listen to what this person says, and that, and I'm listening. Hmm. Huh. Black women getting the raw end of the stick. The raw end of the stick. Something has to change. But I wanted to share this with you. This just lets you know the dire need, the community, the family structure. It just can't go right. And all people have their issues, all groups. But this group here, it's like we're on the verge. We should have called 911 yesterday. Out of control. Get an opportunity. Then someone told me a horrible story. One of them, that'll be a separate video. Ladies, when I give you that story, don't have your tea. You might need you a vodka shot. You might need you a vodka shot. I'm quite loquacious. You know I talk a lot. You know it's got to be some major when I sit my short behind down and I'm like shaking I have, you know it's something when I have no words. You know it's something when I have no words and I'm looking at a person like, have you been drinking? Because this cannot be life. This can't be. Can't. Person talking to me as clear as day. It just no that can happen because it sounds like something on a BT action drama murder mayhem. No, there was no murder involved. It just no, they don't do that. No one. This cannot be. Even with the so-called best and brightest, when we deal with each other, the expectation and respect level is so low. It's like the worst has to happen. The worst has to happen. So again, that's a separate video. I'll try and get to that this weekend. I have to be in the mood for that one because it's all I can do is shake my head. But this here is very, I said, wow, a year and what, 3 or 4 months? We got all of this has happened. So a wonderful life to begin. Already, we've already fast forward to a tragic end. What was he thinking? I'm gonna have my cake and eat it too. Listen to some old players. Man, you can do what you can have you a side chick. That's the culture. That's the culture. So drinking problem, a substance. It just seems unreal. A substance abuse problem. Now you've lost the job. Who gonna hold that house down? I guess she will. I wish her the best, but it's just really heartbreaking. It just seems what the community is filled with. This early in the game, a chance to create generational wealth, a chance to set the example. And it had to go wrong. But what can I say? I took it to heart, young woman. It had to go wrong when you're dealing with, and that's what to expect. When you are dealing with a certified T dot, aka that Dusty over there, aka a typical Tyrone. It just had to go wrong. Anyway, thanks for listening. Let me know what you guys think. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. I'm out.